Now that we have created our deal, East Main Office Engineering Suite Buildout, we'll move on to how to find vendors. What does your deal look like in open form, and then how to navigate that process. So you do have the ability to edit that deal in any capacity. You cannot do is actually edit the type of projects. You can't edit them. You can edit any description, any title. You can upload any forms, you can upload any documents you actually need to. You can't actually end up going edit the budget, anything related to that. Say you get into need your bid due date extended, you can go in and extend that if anything changes. If any of these things that you cannot change need to be changed, you can do is actually delete this deal here, or you just go ahead and create another deal. So we go back to my deals. I can actually see with first. Relevance is going to be deals that are relative to my profile. But if I go in, I can actually see that deal, and I can go in and actually like other deals if I am a vendor or anything like that. If I'm looking for vendors from here, I can actually go in there, I can search by any type of vendor that is in the GoNexus dashboard. And for this particular one, I'm looking for a general contractor. And this is where all of our general contractors pop up. I can also go in, filter by property managers, sub-consultants based off of their specialty. I can also go in and subcontractors based off of their specialty as well. So this particular deal, I was looking for a general contractor, so I'm actually going to go in. Doug Wheeler's got a 4-star ratings located in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I want to see if I can actually invite him to my deal. If I go in and invite him to my deal, you can see my deal pop up here. And what I'll do is I'll actually invite him to that deal. It'll bring me down to my messages. This is your subject line for that message. And I can just go in there and say, hey, Doug, are you interested in my office build out? And so now Doug, I can send that message. Doug can respond. He can actually see who I am, what project I'm actually talking about. And if Doug wants to come into this on his interface, he can go in and say, hey, John's reached out to me based off of this deal. First, I want to see what deal is he talking about, but also I want to see who is John. So this side, it would be me looking at Doug's profile. So Doug, who is Doug? So Doug is the president and general contractor of Blue Equity Construction. You can see kind of basics of their company. You can see they are a general contractor, project scopes that they focus in. So they actually do that, as well as tenant improvement. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. I can go in and actually see his business license. I can see any of his qualification documents. And I can see other projects that Doug is actually doing. I go in and actually view one of these deals. It'll take me to his deal format and see that deal that Doug is actually working on. In this particular instance, Doug is a general contractor. This probably is a design build contract because they're looking for a civil engineer to support a multifamily development. This project is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. Once I go to that messaging, this will be up to the deal maker and the vendor to coordinate. If I want to search for those vendors, you definitely have the ability to do that here in your vendor dashboard. If I want to go in and actually search for deals, this particular instance, my social profile states that I am an owner developer, but if I was a civil engineer, if I was an architect, I can actually go in, and so I've got my deals, and so I need to find the deals that are looking for an architect, right? So go in there, and boom, there's my deals that are actually looking for an architect. So I've got this one, it's a 10,000 square foot healthcare building. A bid is due in 5 days. It is actually located in Orlando. I go in and click this deal. I can look in here. I can see Terry Quinn with Iron Partners actually is the deal maker. They've got a great rating. Iron Partners is the best. They're always friendly and fast payment. Iron Partners is great to work with. So this might be a deal that I'm actually interested in. If I was a vendor, if I was an architect, and I'll go ahead and message Terry. You can filter this by anything you want. So renovation, tenant improvement, so type of project. You can filter it also by your project class, or you can actually filter it by the desired vendor type. So in here, we are filtering these deals. In our roadmap, your actual interface will act as a AI-based matchmaking platform. So will be automatic matchmaking for the vendors to matchmake directly to a deal that meets their qualifications as far as the business is concerned, and also meets their experience as far as the project is concerned. If I go to my deals, say someone has liked this deal. So I've got one vendor actually in discussion. So that's Blue Equity Construction. I can actually either go to the chat, view their profile. If you do go in and you want to see who has liked those deals. So a vendor actually has the ability to go in and like these deals here. Just click this little heart here and they'll like those deals, and then you'll be able to see who has liked those deals, message them, ask if they're interested, if that bid due date is coming on. If you're a vendor and you actually are in this interface and you have liked this deal, it will then populate into those interested deals forms. So you'll see the deals that I'm actually interested in. So these are the deals that, and so in completed and cancel, that means what is the status of the project. So if it's still open, if it's moved to construction, if any part of this stage of the project has changed. For this deal, you can see the current status. It is open. If I update that status, I can say in progress, completed, canceled. And so it will reflect on your deals that you are interested in, and you can follow that deal flow here. So that is how we search for vendors, search for deals, message vendors in our dashboard. And then we do have the ability to actually submit that RFP through the dashboard. That's a pretty good synopsis of the deal creation process and the vendor selection process. Stay tuned for more videos on becoming an affiliate, also our social network field as well. So